Everybody bumping. Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't fold. Quick to put a dude in this place, he out cold. With a tombstone, grapple the waist, get laid flat. Can't escape, nowhere to go, the cage match. It's on now, when I spot him, it's no problem. Everybody stone cold till they hit with the rock bottom. Sharpshooter, I won't miss him like Bret Hart. Like Al Snow, they gon' need him a head start. I just might catch a better body than Mickey James. Get acquainted with the name, we bringin' the pain. Like Kane in the ring, all I see is red. Paul Era, Undertaker, I can see the dead. John Cena putting hands in your face. Ted DiBiase, keep a milli on the waist. B2TF, better stay in your place or get smacked down, play it safe. What you talking about?
Welcome to the latest episode of Boot to the Face, here live on YouTube and all your favorite podcasting platforms. I'm Chris Rucker along with EJ Reed, and we are here to talk about the world of professional wrestling. EJ, how's it going?
Doing swell. We are back after doing a good interview last week. So if y'all haven't checked that out, check that out with the great Ashley Dambois. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Dambois.
Dambois.
Little small S on the end of it.
There we go. Definitely check that interview out.
Check it out if you are into the video format. The interview's up on YouTube. And if you're just one of those people like me that listen to podcasts, it's on Apple and Spotify and all your other favorite podcasting platforms. But we are here this week previewing WWE, AEW All In, talking a little bit of AEW or WWE, and we're this time next week, EJ, we'll be across the Atlantic. I've never been on that side of the ocean before.
Across the pond. It's not too bad of a flight. You know, I know you're not a big fan of planes, but it goes by pretty quickly. You know, once you get over there, you get to take in the colonizers. They colonized us. So
can we call them that when we get over there?
Yeah,
colonizer.
So yeah, we get to check out their terrible food, but you know us, we'll find a way to get some good food over there.
I don't know. I've been watching some YouTube videos where it looks like there's a couple good places to go.
Oh yeah, like what you see?
I got it all saved on my phone. I'd have to go see the name. There's one that's like a market with just like all these international foods and shit.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend's watching it. She's like, "We're going there." I was like,
that's the way to go. Get like stuff that's not from around there, like the international flavors that are there for people bringing their culture into the country. But you don't want the native food, the beans and toast. And
I do want to try some fish and chips.
I guess you got to go to the right spot. Cause like I told you, I was there 12 years ago. Went to this one fish and chip spot. The fish was cold in the middle, wasn't seasoned at all. Like this, it's not good.
You might just went to the wrong place. But yeah, I do want to, when you go over places, you got to at least try something. Like I went to Japan, I tried ramen for the first time. I didn't do sushi because they didn't have any cooked sushi over there. But I tried all the shit that's in Japan, like in the 7-Elevens and all that. Now, I didn't try fried octopus balls like my girlfriend did because that's fucking gross. But
how you know it's gross if you haven't tried it?
First off, the name of it. It's not actually octopus balls. I don't even know if they have that or not.
Oh, but, like testicles?
No, it's not testicles. That's what I'm saying. It just sounds like that. But I think I've told the story already. I was already like sick. I think I got like a stomach flu or food poisoning or something. She wanted to go try these. So I'm sitting across the table from her and they bring these octopus balls and they're fried, right? They look like hush puppies.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking when she bites into it, it's going to be like crunchy and whatever. I could smell it as soon as she bit into it and it was chewy. And then like some like skeeted out the side of it. And it was just like, I was like,
yeah, but you're not a seafood guy though. So I can't see that being
octopus is not seafood. That's alien food.
I like a nice little octopus roll from a sushi place. It's good. Like as long as it tastes good, then I'm with it. But like you said, if it's like mushy, like with the texture like that, I don't know how appealing that is.
As wild as I go is like alligator or turtle. After that, I'm done. I'm not eating anything else weird.
You're wilder than me. I've done alligator, of course, but I've never done turtle.
I'm from the country. Back when I was in Missouri, they would just put it on your plate, and you were a kid. You just all right. This is for dinner. What is this? It's fried turtle. What the fuck? Michelangelo.
You beat me to it. I remember Shredder was like, tonight we're gonna dine on turtle soup. I was always curious about that, but I never embarked on it. But I've done rabbit, from South Carolina. I think I've done squirrel, if I'm not mistaken, but I've definitely done rabbit at Thanksgiving. Somebody always brings like a random game animal at Thanksgiving.
And then just put it on the table. Don't tell nobody what it is.
They tell it. They don't sneak up on you, but it's like off to the side. Like, you want to try this out? And definitely rabbit in the past. Maybe somebody about a squirrel. Dare meat, of course. All that good stuff.
Well, yeah, we'll be the plane. This is stupid. I'm afraid of planes. I don't like being on them. I'm getting more comfortable with them. But for some reason, the international planes, I feel way more comfortable because they're bigger and you don't feel as much. Like that flight we took to Japan, even though we had to take an hour and a half de-icing the wings and all that, I was like, this shit doesn't look safe. Man, that big ass plane got up there, you didn't feel a damn thing. And when you look out, the wings, instead of being straight, they're like that because the plane is so fucking heavy.
Yeah. The bigger the plane, the more safe it is, basically, like you said. It's basically like a air hotel up there. It's so big where you got like 3 different rows of aisles and you can just lay back and fall asleep. So those are the best ones usually.
The last plane we were on international to New Zealand, we kept looking out the window like, why is it such a weird color outside? They had auto tint on the windows.
Yeah, I've seen that before, and it keeps changing colors and throughout the flight. Right. Yeah,
because I was like, it can't be still dark outside. And I looked back to where the flight attendants were, and there was this light that was coming through that wasn't like artificial light. It was fucking sunlight. And I'm like, so we asked the lady, she's like, oh yeah, we got the auto tint on, so y'all can just shut the fuck up and stay asleep, leave us alone.
That's funny she said that verbatim. I respect her more for saying that, actually.
It was on Soul Plane.
Snoop in the front, smoking a couple doobies.
Yeah. When you leaving, EJ? You leaving Wednesday, Thursday?
I'm leaving Thursday, right after work. I did like, I'm doing half a day at work and then taking off, heading to St. Louis Airport. And like I said before on the other show, got a pit stop in Dallas, and then it's over there to jolly old England.
Damn, so you won't get there till like Friday morning.
Yeah, I'll get there Friday morning. Yep.
Yeah.
What time you get there?
We leave Wednesday night, so we'll get there Thursday morning.
So you gonna have a whole another day out there. Bonus day.
We're doing a Peaky Blinders experience, and I think we got a tour on another day. And then she's going to the Harry Potter thing when we go to All In. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited to get out there and fuck with the Brits.
Yes, sir.
A lot of shit going on in wrestling, EJ, including the push to All In. So we'll cover AEW towards the end, middle end of the show. Fantasy football drafts today. I got 2 of them back to back. Let me tell you what chaps my ass, and I want to give a shout out to Jeff from Fully Postable because that's my guy. But he's on my mind right now because he literally just texted me, hey, what time is the draft today? Don't you have the fucking app, Jeff? And this ain't just to Jeff. This is to everybody. But like, I'm constantly getting texts like, when's the draft? What day is it? What time is it? I don't know. Open the fucking app. It says it right there.
Well, I don't know if I'm registered on my app because I'm using my apps to give me notices. The fantasy app, I hadn't got any notices, but I put it in my calendar the time it was. So
I got the email today that said your fantasy draft is today. I got 2 of them.
I didn't get any damn email today, but luckily I put it in my calendar. So.
But again, all you got to do is open the app and look, and it's right there. When you click what league you want to pay attention to, it tells you like there's a 2-hour countdown.
Yeah, I got to do a lot of stuff before the draft, but yeah, I guess we got a few hours in between the show where I could actually do my study and whatnot.
I have the 2 today, the Cavino and Rich one and mine, and then in a couple weeks, I'm in the manager's fantasy football league at work, and it's an auction draft, which I've never done before. So
auction drafts don't you got to like pay for each player and all that fun stuff?
Everybody gets like $200, and then whoever's supposed to draft first actually picks the player to auction. And then you decide if you want to pay a lot of money for them or a little bit of money for it. It's kind of wild, actually. Like, it's a big strategy in it because you only got $200. You really want to spend $50 on Bijan Robinson?
Yeah, it's a lot. Seems like a lot to me. That in like dynasty leagues. Like I'm in the dynasty. I'm in a dynasty basketball league, and it's annoying because people just. I mean, that's the point of it. You hold on to players, but like I want to get some of those players too.
Yeah, I'm in a dynasty league where my drafts have been better lately, like Malik Neighbors, Bijan Robinson, but I also had picks like fucking Kyle Pitts that never fucking panned out. I drafted Dak,
That worked
Jalen
out.
Hurts. Who else I got? I got some good people, but now I'm trying to make trades, and like one guy's got George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. I'm like, dude, trade me one of them. I'll give you next year's first. And my team has sucked for like ever, so I'm usually pick number 1 or 2 every year. I'm like, I'll give you next year's number 1 and the following year's number 2. He's like, no, I can't have that. I need somebody for. I'm like, all right, well, I'll trade you. And he's like, no, I don't want to get rid of Pickens. He's in the contract year. He's going to explode. I'm like, dude, your team is worse than mine.
Yeah, that's funny.
This ain't going to help you.
I feel like in at least football dynasty league, there's a quicker turnover rate. Basketball, these dudes be on top for like 6, 7 years. They be on their prime. So you're like, damn, man.
Well, we draft defensive players too, so you'll get a good linebacker, and he'll get you 20 points a game for fucking 10 years straight.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. I didn't think about the defensive side of things, but like the offensive side of things, like you have one, like what was that kid? I can't remember. It was a running back one year who broke off. Was it Taylor maybe? And the next year he like ended up sucking. So no telling.
Let's get to some wrestling, EJ. Jey Uso was supposed to deliver Solo Sikoa to the tribal chief. That did not happen, apparently. Is Solo like the biggest babyface in wrestling right now? Like the reactions this dude is getting are wild out of nowhere.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it yet. If the fans are in it, usually I'm in it too. But I gotta see how it plays out. I don't know. For some reason, I'm a fan of I'm a contrarian when it comes to this. Everybody wants to see him break out by himself. His name is Solo, so he's supposed to be by himself. But I kind of want to see him back in the Bloodline for some reason.
I was excited about him being back in the Bloodline, but that was a cool segment though. Like it took me back to the old Bloodline days where like you watching everybody's reaction. Like why is Jacob just standing there like that? How come fucking Jay and Jimmy ain't whooping his ass right now? They just standing there all shocked.
Yeah,
like there's a lot going on. It's just I don't know why LA Knight's involved in it though.
You just an LA Knight hater. It's a good spot for him to be in. I mean, he's gonna face Roman and lose, but it's something for him to do.
Trip over the top rope.
It probably will happen, but it is what it is. But I'm surprised that you were wanting to see Solo in the Bloodline as well. I thought you would go the opposite route with the fans and want him to be Solo Dolo.
Nah, I wanted him to get back in the Bloodline. I wanted a bunch of different characters in the Bloodline, like different. That way you can have storylines within the story. Like everybody loves Marvel, right? You got all these different superheroes that go in their different universes and shit. You could have that with the Bloodline.
That's what I wanted to. I wanted him to kind of be like a agent of chaos within the Bloodline, him being in there reluctantly, and then that's a vehicle for him to eventually break back out. So that's what I thought the route they would go. But I guess not.
I guess I wanted the end goal to be Solo and the Usos together since they're brothers. Whether that be heel or babyface, I wanted him to come in and kind of turn them, whether it's turning them heel or turning them face. I wanted him to turn them against the rest of the family.
I wouldn't have been mad at that route too. But you know what I think gave off that he wasn't going to go back in? It's the fucking merch. They already just made that new shirt with the 4 of them on there. I'm surprised you hadn't caught one yet.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Why not?
I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I was hoping, honestly, I want them to just give me a regular shirt that just says the Bloodline on it like they used to have, and I get one of those.
I got one of those ones, the one that says just the Blood. Then they got the classic one with them and Heyman on it. But I got the one I got the one that does just the Bloodline across it, like you said.
I got the one with the titles. I think I wore it to SummerSlam when we went to Nashville.
Oh yeah. I can't remember. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
That was before I was on the show too.
Then I got a random Roman shirt that I remember I signed up. This is years ago. I signed up for some email or whatever with WWE, and they sent me a limited edition Roman Reigns shirt. So when I wear it, everybody's like, "Where'd you get that shirt?" I wore that one in Royal Rumble, and I had several people ask, "Where'd you get that shirt? That's dope." I'm like, "I got it online."
I hope you got a discount on it.
No, they sent it to me for signing up
Oh shit!
If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember exactly how it. I don't remember exactly what it was or how it worked, but I remember they sent it to me. I was like, it's kind of a dope shirt.
That's what's up. You know, all the money that they get, at least they could throw you a bone somewhere. So
This is fucking what 5 years ago.
oh, this
Is
is
way
before TKO.
Yeah. This was because, like I said, I wore it to the Royal Rumble when we went to St. Louis.
Oh shit, you did say that.
So yeah, this is
No,
forever.
never again. They ain't gonna do that shit no more. They getting all the nickels and dimes.
Nothing for free.
They can from you. But I was gonna say, where do you see this going from here now that he turned on Roman? You think it might do like a little double turn? Because like it's weird, the schedule's set up now. We got so much time in between stuff now. You got Sunday night main event. I guess we didn't even put that on the schedule, but it's a big match is set up for that. And then what, Money in the Bank October?
Mm-hmm.
So there's really nothing going on in September like that. And then, you know, I guess everything is kind of pointing towards War Games, I'm guessing.
Well, this may be the main event where they actually fucking treat it like a pay-per-view now.
We keep saying that every time and they don't. They just go out there and Aura Farm with Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, but they ain't got none of that going on this time. So far, it's what, like Cody versus Randy.
Yeah.
I'm sure Punk's gonna have a match.
Bronson and
yeah, Bronson,
Braun Breaker, Braun Breaker over.
So yeah, they got to do something this time. I'm gonna, like I said, if I can get tickets through my job, I'm going. But if not, I'll just watch this shit at home.
We say that though, but like, what's gonna really happen with Cody and Randy? Cody's probably gonna be Randy. Ain't no damn way that Braun Breaker's beating Oba. So it's just gonna be.
It'll still be a good match to be in person for.
Yeah, for you personally, I'm just talking about as far as like storyline progression and all of that.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe fucking it ain't like Oba hasn't lost since he's been there. He lost to Brock.
I mean, you just trying to be a contrarian because you know damn well you've been the biggest Braun Breaker hater on here. You know you're not being him.
But you know your boy the nose loves him. They've been trying their best to get this motherfucker over.
I think he loved him, but then once he fucked up against Punk, you know how Triple H don't like Punk. Like, we gave you a chance to do this, and you couldn't even get it done. Back to the line.
Yeah, they'll have fucking Austin Theory and Maxine out there cheating for him.
Well, if that happens, yeah. But the shocker would be if he just beat him straight up.
Oh no, he ain't gonna beat him straight up. But I think there's a good chance he beats him.
Yeah, I don't think so. I
and
mean, it could. Anything
could happen. Hometown.
Anything could happen. It's Cody's hometown too.
Yeah, you can't have both Atlanta boys losing.
Why not?
No Cody losing.
I know Vince would be like, why not? I don't know about
this. Ain't the Vince era. We're trying to send people home happy. We're trying to get that money.
Are they though? Are they trying to get your money? I don't know if they're trying to send you home happy. I don't know. Like you said, anything could happen, but I'd be shocked. I can see Randy winning. I can't see Braun Breaker winning though.
I'm not gonna pick Braun Breaker, but I could see him winning.
I can't see it, but crazier things have happened. But I was gonna say back to the solo thing. You think they're gonna add something to the main event, or you think they're gonna drag this out to Money in the Bank? Like, I can't really see a clear vision right now of where they're going with this. Now that he made his choice,
I've kind of given up on trying to figure out how they're gonna do shit because Roman's schedule is so fucking awkward where he's not there every week, and so yeah, I'm just along for the ride. I don't really care where it goes. As long as Roman don't lose to LA Knight, I'm fine with it.
Golly, what's up with you and not one LA Knight to get his moment?
He can get his moment somewhere else. He ain't got to get it at the hands of the tribal chief.
Yeah, he's not gonna get it against tribal chief. I just at least get him a match. I think he's gonna get the world title one day, even if it's like a Sammy run. That title, I don't think he's not gonna get Punk's belt.
He could get a Kane title run where he accidentally busts Roman open in the first blood match, and they got to have a rematch the next night on Raw.
Hey, at least he's in the history books. Some people say that Kane is the worst WWE champion ever. I was listening to somebody's podcast, can't remember what it was, but they were like, "Is Kane the worst WWE champion ever?" And they made the case that he is.
Not with Jinder Mahal sitting right there.
I think they're not counting Kane's world title. They're just strictly the big belt, the WWE.
There was nothing wrong with him being that champion. He was over as fuck then at the time. That was the height of the fucking attitude era. Like, it was believable. And he fucking busted Austin open.
But not like his skill level and like his credibility, just the actual title run, just because it was one day. That's why they say he's the worst.
Fucking Roman had the belt for 5 minutes his first run.
Well, I guess he's on the top of the list too. But he got title runs. They're just saying cumulative of all your title runs, because he had title runs after that.
I think they just hating on Kane, which is fine because he's a piece of shit in real life.
Yeah.
But Kane when he had the mask, though, Kane was that nigga when he had the mask.
Yeah, he was a monster. Like, for all the monsters that came after him, like Kane was the prototype of that type of monster heel.
And he was fucking ripped.
Yeah, back there. So I don't know. Yeah, it probably is like cumulative, like title reigns. It was one day, but then he had the world title after that. Jinder Mahal had a good 4, 5, 6 month run, even though he had
a pretty good run.
He's one of my worst champions. I hated him as champion. Del Rio, he wasn't that good of a champion.
While we're on the subject of people cashing in, maybe that's how your boy LA Knight gets his title run. He wins it and then gets cashed in on right after.
I haven't given up on him maybe getting a world title. I've given up on him winning the Money in the Bank. He ain't winning that. Yeah, I've booked them. They had Damian Priest win it. They had fucking Seth Rollins win it for some reason. Drew McIntyre winning and losing it right away. I've given up on Money in the Bank. They're not using it as what it's supposed to be used for. I don't understand what they're doing with Money in the Bank. Talk about like Triple H's favorite though, Damian Priest. Like, he wanted him to be over so bad, and now look at Damian Priest.
His age is catching up with him. I think he doesn't move as well as he did when he first got to WWE. I mean, it's starting to show.
He probably too distracted outside of the ring.
boy probably show up to the show worn out.
Yeah,
like, damn, I can take a break now. I'm at work.
Yeah, so that's probably adding some onto it as well. But it is what it is.
Good for him. Sticking with the Bloodline, we had a debut this week on NXT. Or I'm sorry, not this week, but debut last week. We didn't get to cover it. Zilla Fatu is finally in NXT. I don't know a lot about him. I know he's got a lot of hype online. But goddamn, this family. Like, shit. Is everybody coming to WWE? Pretty soon, everybody else that's not in the Fatu family, you're gonna have to go to AEW.
Now next up is gonna be third generation, like the Usos kids. Like, they gotta be getting up there in age. Usos and Roman's kids. They'll be debuting next. But yeah, they keep on rolling them out. I think he's probably like the youngest of this generation, because it was Umaga's kid. I think he's born in like 2000, 2001. So the initial debut, what do you think about the initial debut? Him just popping up at the end of the match, Cruz Montana and was it Grayson Waller had a match?
Yeah, it was all right. I wasn't like juiced about it. Like, oh my God, like I said, I don't know a lot about him. So if you're following the podcast, you'll go on the journey with me about learning who this dude is and like developing whether or not I like him or not. Because I've never seen him wrestle. I've never seen him talk besides on NXT this week when he call himself a nympho baby.
I was about to say that. He said your favorite nympho baby is back in the. I'm like, this dude's freaked out, ain't he? Favorite nympho baby. Got something on the mind. But yeah, I heard he kind of like Jacob Fatu. He did a stint in jail. C-Fluid, I missed C-Fluid's chat with it.
He said they had him out there dressing like The Rock.
I was about to say he's doing the Rock cosplay. C-Fluid beat me to it. What do you think about that?
They got Ricky Saints and LA Knight. They can't have too many people walking around trying to act like The Rock.
That's funny. Speaking of Ricky Saints, what happened to him?
He ain't big enough for Triple H.
Yeah, but you said it was like almost like a can't miss on the main roster.
I thought so too. I thought he'd be a mid-card stable. Like, I figured he would have got the U.S. title run that Trick Williams got, but as a heel.
Yeah, I don't want to. You can't give up on them too quickly though, because remember how Royce Keys was like, "What the fuck happened to Royce Keys?" And then they finally started cooking with him some. So maybe that's
put him out of action.
Yeah, but he'll be back. But maybe they'll heat up Ricky. But back to Zilla. What do you think about?
Says he almost spent a decade in jail. He ain't but like 25. How you been in jail that long?
I heard he went landing like when he was 15, and then you're released to like early 20s or something like that.
What the fuck did he do?
Armed robbery or something?
Jeez Louise. He's not allowed in the locker room with me.
I was crazy because like him and Jacob, like I know like wrestling sometimes doesn't make you rich, but I thought their parents made enough where they would keep them off the streets like that. He said, I think I was just thinking why 4am said I think wrestling Ozilla because Umaga passed. He got a proper criminal vibe. I think he's great for kayfabe. What do you think about that?
I don't know. Do people like I said? I'm just learning about it. I had no idea he was in jail and shit. Do people have they said anything on screen about him being arrested and all that? Like, I don't think you want to draw attention to that kind of shit. You kind of do like Jacob, like I made mistakes in the past and I don't want to go back to where I was, that kind of shit. But I don't think you need to hang a fucking balloon on it that he robbed somebody at gunpoint, whatever the fuck he did.
Why not? Why not lean into it?
Get the fuck out. You know they're not going to do that. They don't even want to put China in the Hall of Fame because they don't want people Googling and seeing that she did porn.
But that's different when, you know, you got that could like lean into your wrestling, like me being a badass that you got locked up in the past. Look at Dirty Dom. Look what it did with Dirty Dom.
Yeah, I know, right? That jail stint he had fucking changed his career.
So, but what do you think about people kind of complaining because he mentioned it, even though he said it wrong, being like a nepo baby because he got a title shot out of the gate for the big belt, the big NXT belt at least.
I'm like half and half on it, right? On one side, I'm like, yeah, you being in that family is getting you favors that other people aren't getting. But at the same time, like other people fucking get over.
I mean, I think he came at the right place at the right time because we've talked about it before. NXT's men division is kind of trash right now. So he kind of like gives a shot in the arm to the division right away. Now you got Grayson Waller because like slowly but surely they've kind of built it back up. Cruz Montana, even though I still hate that fucking name. Sounds stupid. And so all of a sudden you kind of got like a decent men's division from what you had.
And yet they still ain't letting the women cook in main event a lot when the women are the most interesting thing on NXT.
Yeah, that's still the more interesting thing. Like, what's going on with like Kalani right now? And Jada,
she got a title shot, doesn't she? Didn't she get a world title shot?
Oh yeah, Kalani? She is getting that heat wave. But they kind of like hot shot her. She got it just for masking, and then people, some girl called her out like, "You didn't even earn it. You just asked for it, and you got it."
Shut up, bitch. That's what you should have said. Just walked
like
off.
The Rock.
You brought up Jada. Jada had that thing going on with Natty, and now she's just like palling around with Thea Hale.
Exactly. Like you got these girls, like they had the influx of the girls that left with Fatal Influence and what's the girl's name with Charlotte and Alexa? Tatum Paxley, and
never trust a girl's named Tatum, by the way. That's some life advice for everybody watching.
I don't even know.
Around a girl named Tatum, run for your motherfucking life.
I feel like this is like a story that I don't know about from your past.
I just don't trust bitches named Tatum. That's it.
But
not women, bitches named Tatum, because all Tatums are bitches. Not Tatum Paxley though, because that's not a real name.
I don't want to get too far off the beaten path, but then like we was talking about people that got called up. Like, what are they even doing with like Blake Monroe? Like they tease a match and then they throw it out like they did on SmackDown.
She's doing the Toni Storm cosplay.
How's that Toni Storm cosplay?
She had her hair all done up like she was in the 50s, getting dressed backstage and acting like she's some fucking starlet. She's literally ripping the Toni Storm shit off because that's as over as she ever was when she did that. So she's just running that shit back in a different company.
I like that Toni Storm shirt you got on for the audio listeners. But speaking of, what if Toni Storm popped up at All In?
That's why I'm wearing the shirt. I'm trying to manifest that shit.
Manifest it into existence. But back to the NXT woman. But yeah, like I don't know, like with Kalani and like Jada are like stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because now you got
like a Uso in a hard place.
I see what you did there. But like, I don't think she's not gonna win the title because what's our girl just won it.
Gray?
Yeah, Kendall Gray just won it. So it's
not like I don't think she's gonna keep it long. I think she's a phenomenal wrestler. Like when it comes to women's wrestling, I think she's tailor made for matches, but she just ain't got the swag just yet for it. Like she's not the greatest on the mic. She really ain't got a story either. So it's like they put the title on her too quick, I think.
I don't know.
Like I think it was a good shock value, but nah.
I think she may keep it for a little while.
Because a wrestler like her, she's got to have programs with people that are. Kalani's one. Like Kalani's fucking good in the ring, but you can't just have Kendall Gray wrestling anybody. You know what I mean? Like she's got to be in there with the best of the best to show how good she is. So she gets up on the main roster, put her in there with fucking Becky and Rhea and Charlotte and Bianca whenever she comes back, and you know what I mean? Like she needs to be in the ring with those kind of people. I honestly think NXT is like when you're slowing down for people to keep up with you, it's not helping you get better. I think she needs to be in there with. She's better than everybody else in the ring. She needs to be in the ring with people that are better than her. The issue is they put her on the main roster. I don't know that people are going to care about it too much.
Why do you think that? I think she has time to keep building that character up where people would care about it once she gets up there.
I don't care about her in NXT.
You don't care about Kendall Gray? I like Kendall Gray.
Nah, I'm not a fan of Kendall Gray. I like Zarya. Just in the chat, as we say that, I was just thinking, says Zarya is miles above. I'm a big fan. Her matches are always good. I love me some Zarya.
I think Zarya's good too.
We talked about this months ago when she was teaming up with Sol Ruka, that she came in as such a badass, and then she turned into like Sol's best friend, and they're skateboarding together and shit. But then when she comes out, she's got all this fucking Legion of Doom makeup on, and it's like, that doesn't add up. But now she's back to just being a fucking killer, which I love it. So I'm hoping for big things for Zarya.
Yeah, I mean, they got a few options on directions they could go. And then, like, what are they doing with that? Like, you might know more about it. It's like, are they combining the belts for good with the Speed title and the North American title?
I think they might just be trying to get rid of the Speed title. But
you still got Lexis King with the men's one. I think it's a good TV title to have for like the 5 minutes, get your shit in, and
I actually kind of like it.
Yeah. So why it's like get rid of it?
It's like the ROH Pure Championship, but I actually like this better.
Yeah, so I don't know why they're gonna try to consolidate them, and then what are you gonna do with the men's one? But I guess we have to see how that plays out.
You're not selling on WWE Shop, so they're like, all right, get rid of that shit. It's a waste of time.
Basically,
don't nobody want to buy this shit.
But back to our original point, do you see Zilla winning the title out the gate? Because Tony D's had it for a while since Stand and Deliver. I was at the show where he won it.
I kind of want Grayson Waller to win it.
Why?
You come back, you talk all that shit. You got to back that up. You can't just come back, talk bad about everybody, and then lose.
I know you're a Grayson Waller fan, and he could talk on the mic, but you know how I'm biased about those Australian accents. Like, I can't take you seriously for some reason. Unless you're like, Drew he's Scottish, but I could take Drew seriously out of all of those foreigners for some reason. Drew's doesn't bother me for some reason.
Damn, you sound like a colonizer right now. EJ, all them foreigners. you sound like Vince. We ain't gonna take him seriously because he's Irish.
It is what it is. You got to convince me. And for some reason, Grayson hasn't yet, but Drew McIntyre has. Yes, Zilla wins the title. See, Seafood's with me. I think Zilla probably winning out the gate.
I hope not. I you know what? In order of ranking who I want to win, it'd be 1 Grayson Waller, 2 Zilla, and 3
Cruz.
Fucking Tony D's got to forfeit it. Oh, Cruz is in the match too. Okay.
Yeah.
So Grayson Waller, Cruz Montana, Zilla, and then Tony D. Tony D does not need to keep this title.
I'm just afraid for Tony D. Once he loses the title, then what?
He can go back to the family.
That's the only way he could remotely get some shine on the main rosters. He has to go back to that. That's the only time I was interested in him. I don't know.
He don't need to go to the main roster. He's been in NXT for 10 years now. He got bank saved up.
So he just stays in NXT? Like, I don't understand.
Fucking go to NWA or TNA.
Oh, so you want him to get released? That's fucked up.
I say I want him to get released. I'm just saying that's what's going to happen when he gets to the main roster.
Well, at least he could say he did it though. It's time for Tony. Yeah, it's time for him to go up.
To go up to do what?
Sink or swim.
Something he could do up there.
I said go back to the family and see if it could go on the main roster. If he does what he's doing right now, it's going to be like a fart in church.
You got good people on the main roster now, not even getting TV time, and we won't call Tony D up.
He's got to go up and try it. He just can't stay. He can't be the 25-year-old that's still in high school. He's got to do something.
picking his girlfriend up after her class.
Exactly. So it's time to sink or
shit
swim.
that used to take place back in the day.
Probably still taking place in this day and age.
I don't know about now. Now motherfuckers are telling on you, like you'll be all over social media. Like, look at this old motherfucker picking up a senior in high school.
Every time, I don't know if it's my algorithm on Facebook, I always see a story of left to right. This teacher gets arrested for messing with students. Like, it's all over and I hate it because it's like, and people on the chat are like, I wish you were my teacher. I'm like, buddy, you weren't that guy. So even if you didn't have a chance back then, so shut the hell up. But it's creepy. Like, y'all are cheering pedophilia. Get out of here. So
I had a couple teachers that if they would have offered it, I'd have got some extra.
Well, of course you would do it because you're a 17-year-old or 16-year-old, but it's not right. It's not right on the other end that a teacher shouldn't be doing that. Of course, I'm
not saying it's right at all. I'm just saying there was a couple teachers that we all had crushes on in high school.
Any kid would have done it, but it's the teacher's fault to not try to talk to students. Tifu said you would have to put him back in the family, maybe do a new version. Yeah, that's the only way it will go on the main roster. He just can't come out there and do whatever he's doing right now.
They can bring back Nunzio. He could be the manager, or Big Vito.
Have you seen Nunzio lately? I have. When he came back to TNA, he kind of looks kind of frail nowadays. I mean, he's 50 something
back then.
Nah, but he looks like extra frail.
Nunzio was like a tiny dude,
but he looks extra frail. Now that the muscle mass is kind of worn down too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only way they could get him over there. But I don't know. It is what it is. It's up to him to try to get himself over.
Let's move on because we still, I don't know how many matches you got for All In.
I think it's like 10 so far, maybe 12.
Real quick, we got Ilya Dragunov is gone from WWE. I see him in TNA or ROH or something like that. I don't really see him going to AEW proper, but who knows? They got enough guys that can wrestle without personality.
He does have a personality. He's the fiery guy that is intense. But so cartoonish Sopranos a long time ago.
Yeah, he's talking about the family. That's what I think of the family too. Like, okay, like this shit would have been great in like '99.
Yeah,
Seaflow says New Japan would be a great place for Ilya.
Everybody just saying New Japan and like, y'all don't be watching New Japan like that. So like, people always suggest that. Not you, Seafluid, the collective you, because that's always the thing online. Like when somebody they should go to Japan. Like y'all watching Japan like that?
I was big into New Japan like a few years ago, but then all the fucking people that I like went to AEW, so I didn't have to pay attention to New Japan anymore.
So y'all, if people suggest him going to Japan, are you gonna watch him when he goes over there?
They don't. Maybe not. Maybe Seafluid ain't saying if he goes there, I'll watch him. Maybe he's saying for him, he can go to Japan and become a star over there. Like somebody's watching New Japan, probably people in Japan. He can go over there, make money, eat good food, have a better way of life. Shit, if I was a wrestler and they offered me the same amount of money to do Japan, New Japan, or AEW, I would take New Japan every time, just because the way to live in Japan is way better. Like,
I don't know if you say that, but like I've heard people go over there. Yeah, like you said, the food is good, but it said after a while, like the cultural differences takes over, and you miss home.
Yeah, I liked it over there. People stayed to themselves. There wasn't anybody loud on the subway. There was no homeless people like begging for shit. Like just the whole way of life over there was way better to me.
You were on a vacation. Think about being there for 6, 7, 8, up to a year. How it would be after that.
I would fucking love it.
Okay, you say that.
My ass was never cleaner with all those fucking bidets over there.
I think you you know, romanticizing it just because you're on vacation. Like, I think after maybe 6 months, I'll be like, okay, it's time to go back home.
You never
Maybe
been to
personally,
Japan, have you?
yeah, I haven't, but you know, I want to. That's one of the on the top of my list of places to go.
Talk to me when you go over there and come back. You're gonna be like, "You right, dog. I can live here."
I don't know. I've been to places that are more like closer to being Americanized, and after a while, I'm like, all right, this is cool, but my way of living, like, it's not perfect over here. It's just been indoctrinated into me, just like getting in my car and just going everywhere I want whenever I can. So
I was just thinking, since 3 months, people not talking your language will drive you nuts.
yeah.
So that's right. Like, obviously there's a language barrier, but you can still get around. Like, people speak English damn near everywhere. Also, I got meta glasses now. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, I can translate whatever in real time.
Yeah, I think you say that, but after a while, you miss the American way. Not be like so you just been even like just like day to day, like goodbye watching Cowboys games. Like you just
the world is so small now, EJ. We literally have VPNs. I could just get a YouTube TV account.
Okay, so getting to work, so their games will be like at an ungodly time of night coming on here, so you just have to watch it the next day.
And then I just stay off social media. I'm on the other side of the world. People where I'm at ain't tweeting about fucking the Dallas Cowboys. They're tweeting about Pokemon and shit.
All right, well, once your youngest is an adult, go over and move over there.
I'm thinking about it. Okay. Why are you bullshitting?
We'll see. We'll see. But that's beside the point. Ilya Dragunov, I think when we're over there overseas, I think during the casino battle royal, whatever his new music is gonna be, he's gonna pop out.
I hope not.
Because
there's no casino battle royal.
What do you mean there's no casino battle royal?
There's the gauntlet or whatever they got.
Oh, look, not battle royal, casino gauntlet. My bad.
Yeah,
I said it wrong. Casino gauntlet. He's gonna come out. Because he let his. It's not like he got released. He just let his contract expire. Apparently, they were trying to sign him back on. He didn't want to do it. So
after that ass whooping Brock gave him, he's like, I'm done with this shit.
Basically,
this motherfucker no-sold everything I just threw at him. I am not credible anymore.
That probably played a little bit into it, but they weren't using them properly. And if somebody lets their contract expire, they probably got something that they know that they have guaranteed. So, I mean, they probably could put him on ROH, but I just see them trying to throw out some surprises at this gauntlet. Even though I think MJF is gonna win.
I don't need any surprises, man. This card is already good. Like, we don't. Sometimes Tony needs to keep some shit. Like, you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Like, you don't have to do everything at once. Like, after a while, it's like, God damn, like, I'm enough already. I can't take anymore.
My thing
is,
you
have a real good night with somebody and you just keep going, and it's like, all right, like, I know I talked a lot of shit about how I want to go all night, but goddamn, like, give me a second.
I don't know about that life, man. I'm a virgin. I don't get into those type of activities. But I see, the only thing about that is like he said, he put on some bangers, but like he's basically filling the same role that Ciampa is right now. Like, how's that gonna work with like people getting TV time and whatnot?
Or anybody else that's there, or fucking Kyle O'Reilly. Or what's my guy's name? Adam.
Oh, Roderick Strong.
Yeah, like he won't be anything different than any of them. That's why I say go to TNA. Go to fucking, like Seafood said, go to Japan where you're different and you can stand out.
Yeah, I just think that because he has a girlfriend over here too, so I don't think he's gonna go to Japan. His girlfriend was on LFG.
Wife.
Is what's her name? The Asian girl off of LFG. They're together, so. DS Scully fire emoji. But yeah, I just see him showing up in that gauntlet. And I mean, the thing about it is, I feel like Ciampa is staying above water just because, you know, he's still kind of like the shiny new toy. But like, if you're in a faction in AEW, then you're probably gonna get lost in the shuffle because that's what's holding up Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong there in that faction, and they get to do trios, tag teams if they're not doing anything singles. So.
But you know, rumors are that New Day's coming, and you know, people online talking about Bailey might be there. which nobody knows what her contract status is, but
I'm hearing October, so probably full gear season.
But like, and then you got people that might return, like Tony Storm. So you're gonna bring Dragunov will get lost in it. That's like when I went to All In Chicago, and Adam Cole came out. It was like, oh shit, Adam Cole's here. But then they immediately brought out Daniel Bryan. It's like, man, get the fuck out of the way, Adam Cole. That's Daniel Bryan.
That was one of the coldest, though. I think it was good. Like people thought Adam Cole was gonna be the big surprise, and then they doubled down. But Adam Cole, if it wasn't for the injuries, he main evented the all AEW All In. So
yeah, but it wasn't like something that everybody was clamoring for. Like Adam Cole's not good.
What do you mean he's not good?
He was not good. His AEW run was trash. He was always hurt.
He's just always hurt. But when he was around,
really small and frail, even smaller than he already was, like it just wasn't good. He had nothing to sink his teeth into because he was always injured. I was just thinking, says MJF is starting to get samey. I don't get the adulation. He's kind of done it all. AEW kind of needs to evolve.
Nah, I like MJF's his run from Earl's End to now. I like it personally.
I think MJF he's somebody that annoys me, and I do think that some of the shit he does is repetitive, like on the mic, but you can't front when it comes to MJF when the bell rings. Now he's completely turned my mind on him. Like the dude is so fucking good when it comes to wrestling bell to bell, and to get people to not like him when everybody wants to like him, like that takes a skill. When motherfuckers are trying to cheer for you and you like, no, bitch, fuck you, without having to say that, which he pretty much does say that though. I don't know. I think he's got a skill set, but I do agree that some of his stuff is repetitive and he kind of needs to evolve from that. Like, luckily he's not still doing it. You gotta fucking fulfill these 3 wishes in order to have a match with me. Like that shit was getting old. Like he did that.
That's classic MJF era. You had to jump through hurdles to get a match.
Right. Like you're not even that important yet.
With Warlow, like speaking of Warlow, what happened to that guy?
He's an American Gladiator now.
Him and Camille, they're like, fuck this. Just keep collecting checks.
Right. Y'all have us in here as motherfuckers bodyguards that don't let us win. We'll go American Gladiators.
Like they have money on the table. I know you're not a Camille fan, but Camille, Megan Bain, like sign me up for that.
Didn't Camille like make a brief comeback in the last couple months and then
she came back and Willow just beat her and sent her back on her way?
Oh, that's right. That was the fucking Willow comeback beater tour.
Mm-hmm. And sent her back to American Gladiators. But
that's all right. Our girl Mercedes is gonna rid the world of that evil woman Willow come Sunday.
No. Well, we'll get into that in a little bit, but I mean, I guess we're done with the Dragunov topic. What's next?
Yeah, I don't really. You got Avery Styles in here. I don't really have an opinion on that. Like, I don't care either way.
What do you think though? Like, you got somebody who's another nepo baby. Somebody put him on blast from the GCW and said he should, help break down the ring. What do you think about young wrestlers paying their dues? Like,
why I gotta help break the ring down? Nobody paid me to break the ring down. Y'all paid me to come here and wrestle. Just because I'm new, you want to try to make an example out of me? Go fuck yourself.
No, I don't know if I believe it. I mean, the guy was a kind of a piece of shit for putting it online, but like he could have texted him behind the scenes and be like, I know you're young, but this is how we do it over here. But him putting it online was corny.
I'm still of you paid me to wrestle, and you want me to put the ring up? You can add a little extra to my Venmo. I'll be happy to do it. But this was my wrestling fee that you paid. This was not my help put the ring up fee. Like, if you ain't got somebody to put the ring up, maybe you shouldn't be running a fucking wrestling event.
All right, so within a vacuum, I get what you're saying, but like just in general, you don't think that the younger talent should, kind of do the traditional stuff when it comes to like making your way on the way to the top?
Like what? What is putting the ring up going to do to get me to learn wrestling?
Just doing what the traditions are behind the scenes are. Maybe not just putting up the ring, but just in general. Because I heard like sometimes like a lot of these newer wrestlers in the social media area, they don't know how the proper etiquette behind the scenes, so to speak.
I could see like introducing yourself and shaking hands and shit like that. Like, yeah, that's something that everybody should learn. Like I'm going through that with my kids, like getting them to put your phone down and look up when you're in public.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm just saying.
you know what
Stuff
I
like
mean?
that.
Like, but putting the ring up's got nothing to do with it. Don't be like I said. That's a job you're asking me to do. That's not a social etiquette thing. You're asking me to come in and do free work, basically.
I don't know. So who should put up the ring then? I guess they don't like
The people that work there.
Small industries don't have like a crew that puts up the ring and stuff. Like it's the wrestlers that do it.
No, it's the people that work for the independent company. Like the referees help put the ring. That's part of what the referees do. The agents and shit like that. Those guys put the ring up.
I just know smaller organizations don't have the traditional, ring crew and the resources like bigger organizations do. So
I wonder if they asked Cody to put the ring up when he was working indies.
It's Dusty's kid. When you're the kid, that's what people are trying to kind of make a point that if a lot of these Nepo babies think they could just skirt the traditional stuff and whatnot.
If Cody didn't have to do it, why Avery got to do it?
I don't know. Guess you asked that guy who called him out. Let's get him on boot to the face and do an interview. Why do you think that these Nepo babies should be taking that ring? GCW.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Got it.
I was just thinking, says GCW seems to be constantly fucking up. Why go public? Why have Haley J get color for hardly any fans? Then the Sabu issue. Apparently, there's some MAGA dude. They're just small minded.
I didn't know anything about Haley J.
You know, Hollywood Haley J. I can't stand her. She's so fucking annoying.
She's a little extra. Didn't she get her face slapped off at Power Slap?
Yeah, I think she got knocked into like next week. I think when she woke up, she remembered she was white.
She does a lot of cosplaying when it comes to that. That kind of annoys me a little bit.
Yeah, GCW is one of those brands that are like, it's like how we talked about with TNA a little while ago. Like every time they get momentum, they just start taking these dumb steps, like, and it just dominoes. I'm not really into GCW because it's a lot of fucking hardcore death matches and shit like that, and I'm not with all the fucking blood. Like I scrolled through social media the other day and I saw this content creator that we follow. She was at a show and the guy's got his blood on her shirt during the meet and greet, and like he's in the meet and greet and there's blood just coming from his face while he's meeting fans and like hugging people. Like, no, man, go put a fucking Band-Aid on.
Put a Band-Aid. You might need stitches. I don't know if Band-Aid will patch that up.
It's fucking gross.
I don't mind that. Like, even though I think the light tubes are a little bit over the top, but I like a little bit of color in my wrestling. I love TNA. TNA Impact is the best weekly show. I don't know about that one.
It hits and miss. For a while it was, like a couple months ago. I didn't realize lockdown was tonight.
It's at 5 Eastern your time. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be around.
Yeah, I'll be driving fantasy football. I'll watch it, but it won't be live. We can probably talk about it when we get back from London. Speaking of, man, it's getting late early. Let's go ahead and get this AW All In predictions going. I don't think Avery Styles should have helped put up the ring. That's my opinion on it. But what do I know?
I think he should have. Get your little young ass.
You just the old man yelling on his front lawn right now.
I guess I'll be that. Like, you only been there for a cup of coffee. Like, get your ass in there and help us.
Like I said, he charged them a fee to wrestle. If they want him to do extra shit, hey, hit that Venmo one more time.
For them, it should have hit the Venmo, but I don't think he should have called him out on social media. That's corny to me. But.
Yeah, and then to argue with AJ Styles about it back and forth for like 3 weeks. Like,
that's weird too.
One of the most beloved fucking wrestlers in the world. Is this really what you want your organization to be known for?
Yeah, I'm sure he got a talking to by whoever's running the place, but it is what it is.
AEW All In. Let's get these predictions in, EJ, because we got a lot to talk about.
Well, it's only 9 matches on here so far.
Nice.
That's not gonna hold up. We still got a go home show. They're gonna add like 3 or 4 more matches to this, probably.
Mm-hmm. I think this is gonna be a great show to be at. Like, I'm really excited about it. There's the 4 top matches I'm really excited about. Willow and Mercedes, the Hot Legion of Doom versus the Brawling Birds, Osprey and Will, and then the tag team match. I'm not excited about the tag team matches. I don't like either one of them, but I think the build has been really good. But that'll be hopefully that's like early on. I can go see what t-shirts they got.
It's gonna be chaos as far as like the kiosks in there. So
Yeah.
you're gonna want that.
That's what I'm saying. That match will probably last 20, 30 minutes. So I can go try to get a t-shirt doing that one.
Well, I'll be watching, and I'm excited to see Wembley Stadium, even though it's not the original Wembley. This is the Wembley Stadium 2, but it's still, ring has a historic name and whatnot.
Yeah, this is where fucking British Bulldog beat Bret Hart at.
It's not. That was the first Wembley Stadium, but I think they reconstructed this one back in like the early 2000s. But it's still Wembley. It's still got the name of Wembley. But let's get into it.
I agree with the high fan. I like Christian way more than I like Edge.
I mean, Edge has got the championships and the credentials, though.
So does Christian.
I mean, Christian got the world title. He didn't get the WWE title.
That was the first title the Edge won, was the world title, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Edge was like a crazy, like 10-time WWE and world champion. I don't know why Vince liked him so much. Why Vince liked him so much? When I was a kid, like I wasn't watching during Edge's reigns because it was like during the Ruthless Aggression era, you had like the kind of like the mid-carders finally rise up and get world title runs and stuff, but was really watching. But it seems like Vince liked Edge a lot during that time for some reason.
Yeah, push them down their throats, basically. Apparently, you just gotta have long hair and do a spear, and Vince loves you.
Like your tribal chief. But let's get into this card. I don't know the order of these, so I'm just gonna do the order and how I think it's gonna play out. So let's kick it off. Let's come in hot. You got your trios titles on the line. You got Hangman Adam Page and Bandito and Brody King, and a multi-trios open challenge for the trios titles.
I feel like Swerve is gonna have something to do with this, and this is when I think New Day shows up.
Are they gonna be the Daybreak as people are predicting?
I don't know. It's either New Day or it's the Hurt Syndicate. But if it's Swerve and the Hurt Syndicate, they're never gonna lose.
I feel like that would be such a letdown. Like I love the Hurt Syndicate. They were just on Collision yesterday, with Shane Taylor, but they've been teasing it, and I like how like the quiet tease, like, all right, we're gonna tease it, but we're not gonna promote it. It's got to be Kofi and Austin Creed, or people are gonna be like, ah. So
I mean, that's one of those things though, where like people build themselves up for disappointment. Like it was never promoted anywhere that they were coming. So it's just people saying they were coming. So I don't know. Hope for the best and expect the worst, or however the fuck they say it.
Yeah. Hope for the best and expect the worst, or one of those ways. But I just think that the Hurt Syndicate, they got something going on with Shane Taylor. I don't think it's just going to brand it. It would be the Hurt Syndicate and Swerve.
Yeah, I've been watching it. It's pretty funny.
So I think it's going to be Kofi and Austin.
Yeah, I think whoever Swerve comes out with, that's who's going to win. And shout out to the Lethal Twist for winning the ROH 6-man tag team title.
I was going to say, spoiler alert.
Oh, my bad. You ain't watched it yet? I won't talk about it now.
I watched Collision this morning, and then I watched the first 30 minutes of ROH. I was watching 0 Hour with like Queen Aminata. I watched the first 30 minutes. Queen Aminata and Mina. I saw that match, and I saw
girl Vert Vixen.
Yeah, and I saw ELP versus Adam Brooks or whatever. But,
yeah, I fast forwarded that one.
And then I had to come on here, so I'm gonna watch it after this. But it is what it is. The Lethal Twist, shout out to them for winning the 6-man title.
I won't bring up any more results from Death Before Dishonor. What's the next match?
Next up, I think this will be the match of the night, to be honest, because I love Takeshita and Okada back at Double or Nothing, but you throw in Kyle Fletcher in it, who I think is top 5 in ring right now. 3-way match for the International Championship.
You talk about a match that's going to go all night. This is going to have so many kickouts and fucking Hulk ups and kicking out at 1 and kicking out at 2.999. Kyle Fletcher's going to keep it.
Cassius is coming off the G1 when he was not successful. Yeah, I think I'll go with Fletcher as well. He's on fire right now. I think this will be his ascension within this time, 2027. Maybe into full gear. He'll be world championship. Maybe winning it by then. Full gear 2027.
We got people in the chat picking Okada. The High Fan picks Okada. Seafluid picks Okada. I'm kind of upset that it's not just Okada versus Fletcher. I was digging the tension between them. So I was hoping they'd get a one-on-one match. I mean, I know you'd end up leaving Takeshita off, but
you can't leave Takeshita off.
You can put him in the Casino Gauntlet.
That's a cheap way to get somebody on a card. You gotta have to.
This is a cheap way. He has nothing to do with the story. He was at the fucking G1.
Man, he's got. Both of them don't like him. Like, he's been in the mix. He got outcasted from the, Don Callis family and whatnot. I think this will be a great match. They picking Okada. Okada's had the international championship. Like, I know it's kind of like a reward, just like the reward for you just being, what's the word they call it, for like a consolation prize. Like, you got to get Okada the world championship before he hangs it up.
He's a legacy star.
Yeah, like a legacy championship run, like kind of like what they did with Danielson. Like, that was like a legacy run when he had it for like a month or so. I think you got to get Okada the world championship at some point. Same thing with Lashley. I think you got to get Lashley in the mix somehow with the world title.
Why are you trying to talk to listeners out of who they're picking? They all picked Okada.
I don't know. They got Okada. I just don't think him getting that championship does anything for him. I'm picking Kyle Fletcher, and you got Kyle Fletcher as well. It's gonna be a bang of a match. I'm definitely gonna have
Okada.
I definitely got my popcorn ready for that match. But speaking of another title match, we got your TNT champion Kevin Knight versus Darby Allin, and this guy Kevin Knight was on some other shit this past Wednesday. He said, "Hold up, you might have a weapon on you," and then all of a sudden, motherfucker blew Darby Allin up with some pyrotechnics. I'm like, what the hell is
on the
going on?
Date with Marshade like the next day.
Yeah,
tried to kill somebody at work and still made it home in time to take his lady out to the movies. Then he got into it with Sting's son.
Oh, what do you think is gonna happen with that? Because I heard he's been having matches on ROH and whatnot, and I know you're not a fan of him so far, but he looks just like
wrestle, and he does. Maybe he needs to fucking dye his hair blonde and start wearing that shit. And I guess that would lean too much into. I don't know. Sting was a once in a lifetime fucking athlete in person. Like, he had an aura and a charisma to him that not a lot of people have. Like, who else can just stop talking and still be over?
Oh, and then somehow they didn't stick the landing because Hogan's bitch ass.
Oh, ain't no somehow. You just said it.
But he looks like Sting just spit him out. Like, he looks just like Sting as far as looks wise. But I think, like, you know what? They shouldn't have him like a Sting Jr., but they should have him like kind of like a hybrid, like have him like have like a split personality or something, like a Finn Balor type situation. Like, all right, you pissed me off, I'm transforming into this type of shit. I think that would be interesting with him.
I guess
not have him be like a straight up Sting, but like have him like a Finn Balor type demon type shit.
I'm feeling you on that. I think he'll come out dressed like the Crow.
Yeah, that'd be like interesting. Not have him do it all the time. Like, but I think they're gonna have him in the type of storyline because he had him in coming out for Darby in the stretcher. I think the stretcher was a little bit overkill, but I'm picking Kevin Knight to retain.
I got Jet also, and so far everybody or the chat has picked Kevin Knight.
Well, let's get into one of the matches that are high on your list. You got the Divine Dominion, Lena Cross and Megan Bain versus the Brawling Birds, Alex Windsor and Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championships.
We didn't have Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week last week because we had Ashley D'Amboise on, and we didn't have time for it. But if we did, Jamie Hayter would have won from 2 weeks ago when she came running out there on Collision. She's back. That's all I can say. I got the Brawling Birds, man. I think it's high time to put Megan Bayne back into the singles division, even if it's a TBS championship. Like, she needs to be. I don't know if that's going to get Lena Cross left in the dust. I don't know what she's going to do as
I know
far
what you could
as
do. Have Megan Bayne be the leader, and have Lena Cross and Penelope Ford.
Penelope Ford just gets hurt too much.
She just got to stop doing the top rope high risk shit, and she'll be
It ain't
fine.
even that. It's just like she gets hurt. I love Penelope Ford, but she just can't stay healthy. Some people are just snake bitten with injuries.
Yeah, but you can see people get over the hump. Like, that's Steph Curry. His first 3 years in the league, he was injury snake bitten, but sometimes you can just get over that hump and get right. So
Yeah, but you can't depend on somebody like that for a storyline until they're proven that they can stay healthy. You can't just split up the Hot Legion of Doom and replace her with Penelope Ford.
I said not split them up. Be like a Triangle of Madness type faction. Have them anchor the tag team. Like we do. Like, speaking of Triangle of Madness, like, what the fuck are they doing? Like Sky Blue and Julia.
Tekla might not even be on fucking All In.
That's absurd to me as well. Like, I was just thinking about that when they were talking about it on Collision. Like, they mentioned Willow taking it off of Tekla. Like, that's crazy to me. But maybe they'll throw in like a women's gauntlet or something like that on Wednesday on the pre-show. But
no, Tekla crazy ass, she'll just run in during fucking world title match without it being part of the storyline.
That'd be funny. But I got Brawling Birds as well. But it's time for them to get their shine, and I'm not mad at that either. So both of us got the Brawling Birds. I don't know what the chat had. I don't
They
know.
had the Birds also.
They had the Birds too. Okay, so
you're more than welcome to throw y'all's picks up in the chat if you're tuning in live. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button also.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I guess we got to do like a double prediction, because you got the Continental Challenge Cup final for the Continental Championship and the Cup going
PJ,
down.
stop it. We both know it's Moxley versus McGuinness.
We don't know that. I don't know that.
We do know that.
So you got John Moxley and Claudio. I know John Moxley's gonna be in there versus Kyle O'Reilly. Now it's McGuinness. Kyle O'Reilly's beating Mox. Like, was he the last person to really beat Mox like that?
Made him tap out. So
I don't know.
He was beating Mox's ass like every week. On AEW TV for a while.
So are you sure that he's gonna Kyle O'Reilly not be in the final?
If it's not Moxley versus McGuinness, I will buy you a fucking Guinness when we get there.
I love me some Guinness. I hadn't had one in a while. Love me some dark beer. Dark beer is underrated. But
Tekla seemed kind of drunk on commentary. She upset somebody. Yeah, there was rumors about her being drunk when she showed up. It was like a weird promo she did about strippers or something like that. People were saying she showed up drunk. She was definitely under the influence when I saw her in Vegas, but I don't know. She still kept the title for like 2 months after that incident, though.
Yeah, that's her gimmick, is being like unhinged. Like, I think we said, or I said it before. I think I heard it from somewhere else. Like the kind of like the modern day version of Luna Vachon and whatnot. Mox, Calvert. See, High Fan said he wants Mox versus Kyle O'Reilly. Mox, but it should be Claudio's a good hand. He's never gonna be that guy.
He's perfect for this title, though.
Yeah.
And it might cause a little dissension in the Death Riders.
And we've been talking about that for the past 2 years, and it still hasn't.
They do seem to like be able to wrestle each other and shit go down, and they just keep like they're like sportsmen with each other. Like, they'll kill everybody else, but once they get done fighting each other, they just go right back to being cool.
I don't know if you saw Collision, but after the match, they were like between what's his name? Was it Daniel Garcia and Claudio? They looked down bad back there. Like, Garcia was sitting down on the bench, and it was Wheeler trying to cut a promo, and Mox was like, "Shut up! I don't want to hear this right now." Yeah, like, it was interesting, but
Seafloor in the chat says, "Didn't Tekla pee in front of Mr. No, she didn't pee. I was waiting in line to meet her, and when I got there, she was like, "It's gonna be a minute. I gotta fucking piss," and she just left the meet and greet. Which, hey, I thought was funny. It wasn't like, it's a cool story to have now, right? Like, whatever.
I'm not gonna let my intrusive thoughts take over, but let's just keep moving.
Oh my god. my
But,
God.
it's always the crazy ones that, you know, what they say about the crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all I'll give y'all. But so you got so I think it's gonna be Nigel as well. I was just trying to be a little bit of a contrarian, but who you think wins it?
I think Nigel's gonna win the whole thing.
Huh? Just to get a
They're just gonna let
hometown
all
pop?
the English people, because they've been. Ooh. Do you run the risk of having the Brawling Birds win and Nigel win and all these hometown people win before you get to Osprey? And it's gonna be a long night too. We're gonna be there like 5-6 hours. Are you gonna? Do you run the risk of people blowing their loads before Osprey wins, to where the pop isn't gonna quite be as electric as it should if you have it? Because Nigel McGuinness is fucking popular over there.
I get what you're saying, but that's why I think Nigel's not gonna win. I got Mox retaining because I think they want to save some of the pops because I think it's gonna happen for Brawling Birds in the main event. So I got Mox retaining.
Yeah, I got Mox also.
So you were thinking though Nigel at first, but then
yeah, I just talked myself out of it.
So I don't know who's gonna beat Mox. Like I said, they treat this as like almost like the world title as far as like protection and prestige. They got 2 tournaments based around this continental title, and I think it's a good vehicle for Mox right now. But, oh, you might have convinced me. Maybe somebody from his own crew beats him for it. Maybe
Claudio.
Pac. Maybe Pac.
Why not Claudio beating him in the final?
I mean, they're already in the semifinal though.
Oh, they're fighting each other in the semis?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe somewhere down the line though, maybe one of his own crew members gets it. I guess we'll see. Let's move on though. We got this men's casino gauntlet match for a future world title match. You got the 2 that's kicking it off, Andrade El Idolo, MJF, but then you got Ciampa that's going to be the 3rd entrant in it.
I hope he doesn't even make it.
How long can you get away from having a one-on-one match though? It only can be like 10 minutes top. 10 minutes top.
No, MJF, he can come out and hit fucking Andrade upside the head with the ring and pin him.
That'd be kind of anticlimactic, but
it'd be great though. It'd be something completely against the grain for AEW, because every AEW pay-per-views, as good as they are, when it's a match you don't care about, you're like, fuck. Well, I know it's gonna be 30 minutes before this shit's over with.
But even though if you don't care about it though, it still ends up being pretty good, even if you don't care about it beforehand.
Not if I don't care about it, it's not pretty good. I'm just waiting on it to be over with.
I think I'm the opposite. Like, you know, I might not care about it into it, but like a third or halfway in the match, I'm like, this shit is kind of fire. But
like last pay-per-view, that Jericho match, I was just waiting on it to be over the whole time. I'm like, quit kicking out.
Well,
just fucking lose. I didn't even care who won.
That one I didn't care about at all. This is because Jericho is not that good in the ring anymore. I don't want to disrespect him. He's okay in the ring now. It's not Jericho 2010 when he's the best in the world at what he does. But I don't think this is going to end like that. And I was just going to ask you, like, what kind of surprise entrances you think we see? I think it's going to be a dragon off. You think anybody else pops up?
Nah, I don't think it'll be any surprises. And I think MJF's going to win.
Yeah, I got MJF winning it. But I don't know. Like, I kind of don't like that Tony, like, after last year, because Christian had it when it was still, like, the Money in the Bank type rules, but he put the caveat on MJF, and that's how it's sticking now, that you have to announce your title match a week beforehand. So it's not like we're going to see any surprise cash-ins or anything.
Yeah, because this would be perfect MJF to win the casino gauntlet and cash in on Ospreys while he's celebrating.
Yeah, but you got to announce it a week beforehand, so we're not going to see anything like that. I was just thinking, no room to cool down before getting excited. It's an issue. In the UK, you can't stay awake to watch live. It knocks me. But what are you going to do? It starts like at 11 a.m. on the Eastern time, though.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I was just thinking, is in the UK? Is that what that meant when he said? They said that?
Yeah, maybe they stay in the UK, maybe.
But isn't it starting at like 5 o'clock local time over there?
4. It's starting 4 from what I saw.
Yeah.
So
The high fan says MJF won last year. He won't win again. Don't be surprised. Remember, he won that fucking Battle Bowl ring or whatever the hell it's called, like 4 years in a row.
Yeah, he won.
Before they finally
the Dynamite Diamond ring.
Yeah.
But I won't be surprised if Andrade wins though, just because he's on fire right now, and I think he should get a world title run. But I still sticking with MJF. Get his revenge. So we'll see, huh? So we got to see it play out. But let's get into the meat of things, like you're talking about. Your tag team world championship match. You got Cage and Cope, your champion, versus the Young Bucks.
I was just thinking, says I got a big problem with the Custer Bucks. I don't know what that means. No tags in the matches, constant double team is infuriating. And the grab ass pile driver is stupid. Indy. It's been 7 years. Release them ASAP. Well, I don't think they're gonna get released. I think
they're EVPs.
Yeah. I do think the Meltzer driver is really stupid though. Like, he didn't even do anything. He just does a little flip and then doesn't even touch him.
Yeah. I don't know. The matches, sometimes they're not my cup of tea.
I loved the match with Sting and Darby though.
We were in person with that one. That was great. But
it wasn't a traditional tag match though, because but no Young Bucks are traditional tag match. I mean, I kind of agree with it. I agree with, like, tag team matches are supposed to have different rules to it. And you can't just do whatever you want. Like, back in the day, you could only break up a pin so many times. You had to grab the tag rope. You know what I mean? Like, or you get your ass disqualified. The Young Bucks, they just, after about 8 minutes, they like, enough of this shit. It was super kicking everybody.
So I don't like the Bucks just because I don't like the outside of the ring stuff, but even their match is not bad. I like when they play into them being assholes. I like them when they were the evil EVPs. I don't like this same shit they've been doing in the past 10 years. So I don't know who's gonna win this match. How I think about it, I'll go with Cage and Cope because I thought this was gonna be where the New Day popped their heads in, but it seems like they're gonna do the trios first.
I got the Bucks winning, maybe, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm just going off of what you and Seafood said about New Day showing up. Maybe the Bucks cheat, they win, they fucking gotta carry Christian and Cope out, and the Bucks are sitting there talking shit, and here come the New Day.
So you don't think they're gonna be involved in the trios then?
No, I'm just saying, going with what you and Seafood in the chat are saying. If they were to do it that way, I think that'd be a great way to do it. I don't know if they're gonna be there. Like, that's one thing that's exciting about this pay-per-view is I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I don't know if New Day's gonna show up. I don't know if fucking Dragunov's gonna be there, which I don't really care about. Or Bailey or any of these other people that are free out there. Like, we don't know what's going on. So,
well, that's why we got to see how it plays out then.
The chat is split. They got Cage and Christian, and they got the Bucks. So, and then I think we're split too. So, I mean, that match is a nice pair of butt cheeks, just split.
I kind of think the Bucks are gonna win, but I guess I'm still gonna go with Cage and Cope. Fuck it, I'm going with Cage and Cope. Well, let's get into the singles world championship title matches. Let's start off with Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné, and backstage on Dynamite, like, they were in the split rooms, and they were like, "Why am I just come and see you?" And
I like that shit.
I thought it was a tremendous segment as well, and this might be the match I'm most excited for going into this. Actually,
what she said? You talking all that shit on screen? Say that shit. We're in the same room, and Willow took the fucking thing off. I was like, bet. And Mercedes cut her off at the pass. That shit was good, man. And not for nothing, they were fucking laying them hits in when they were in the ring. Like, I was watching, she was going upside Mercedes' head. I don't know if she's real good at pulling her punches or what, but you know how Mercedes is, though. She's like, yeah, bitch, hit me for real, whatever.
Yeah. So
we've talked about this before also. If this pay-per-view were taking in place anywhere but in England, I think this is a perfect opportunity to have the women main event a pay-per-view. It's not quite as perfect as Toni Storm and Mariah May's last curtain call or whatever it was called, but this is fucking up there, man. These women have their stories just go together in AEW, and they're two of the best women's wrestlers in AEW. So the match is going to be great. I'm excited for it. I'm gonna be pissed if Willow wins. I got Mercedes all day.
Yeah, like I said, this is probably one of the matches I'm most excited for, just because the heat going into it. I think I'm gonna go with Mercedes as well. She debuted with early 2024, and they've done a good job of keeping the title off her. Like same with the men's main event. Like two people that came in with high regard, and people thought they were just gonna hot shot them to the title, but they've done a good job of keeping them away from them, where people don't question it too much. But I think it's time for Mercedes to get her championship reign.
I wish she wouldn't have lost that match to Statlander. I didn't have a problem with her losing to Tony, but losing to Statlander kind of like, ugh.
She lost to Statlander? When was this?
Yeah, when Statlander was the world champion.
Had a title? I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
So
it was a pay-per-view. Mercedes won some kind of number one contenders match and challenged her.
No, because Statlander won it at Full Gear, didn't she? Maybe it was at World's End.
Exactly, she won it, but yeah, she beat Mercedes 1-on-1.
Yeah, man. Like they've announced 2 women's matches. They got to throw in a third one in there, though, maybe on the pre-show. It's got to either be for Maya World's title or maybe some.
Yeah, she'll probably have a title match. I just don't see Tekla not being there. I think she's gonna have something this Wednesday to say about anything.
Yeah, but both of us got Mercedes, and definitely be glued to my seat for that one. But let's get into the men's world title match. You got Kenny the Cleaner, by God Omega, versus Will Ospreay, and they've done a good job the past couple of weeks of kind of laying out the antagonist and the protagonist, because Kenny Omega's kind of turned it up, talking about his kids and one wing angel to him and calling security. So how do you feel about them heating this up a little bit?
I completely disagree with you.
What do you disagree about it?
I don't think this has been a good push at all for it.
I think it has.
It started out good. It's kind of like across the street when the Royal Rumble happens, and then the very next night, like take Becky winning the Royal Rumble years ago, and she came out the next night and she challenged Ronda, and the crowd was fucking ready for it, but they still had like a month and a half, and then it got so fucking convoluted, the injury and all that shit. I feel like that's what happened with this. They started out as being like, we were friends, you didn't come help me, I did this because of this, but we want to find out who the best is. I'm pretty sure I'm still better than you, blah, 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 right? Leave it there. But now you got Omega just randomly turning heel for no reason. So really, you lied about why you hit the one wing angel at the last pay-per-view. You just don't like the motherfucker. Like, you're a heel, be a heel, but instead you got all this other, and the sit down, it was just like, don't talk about my mom. Motherfucker, you talked about your mom. All I said was, she's going to watch me beat your ass. And then he brought up his son at the end, like, and then the random, like, I got, like, Omega never officially turned heel, and then he was just being I don't know. To me, it just came off convoluted. When the bell rings, none of that shit's gonna matter. But as far as what I'm excited to see more, I'm way more excited to see Willow and Mercedes.
I don't know if I'm way more excited. I think Willow and Mercedes at the top of the card, but I'm excited for this. I thought the sit-down interview that was pre-taped, that was a little bit too long-winded. I thought I could have went like 5 minutes shorter, but I like more so the in-person stuff towards the end of the show. How Kenny was leaning into things.
You know what's funny about that that sit-down is I've listened to a couple podcasts and people talk about it, and it's been mixed reactions on both of it. And I can tell you from my experience, I'm watching it, I was bored with it, and my girlfriend was like doing something in the kitchen, so it was just on. And when she comes in, she caught like the last 45 seconds, and she was like, this is the first time I've watched anything AEW does where it looks like they actually tried to put production in and tried to like make the story. And I was kind of looking at her like, what the fuck? But apparently it got her where she was like, oh, this is good. Where I'm sitting there like, oh my God, this is going on forever. So that's been a very polarizing segment that they had, that everybody's got different opinions on. But like I said, my girlfriend was like, "This is the first time I've seen anything AEW that's been this good." Now she doesn't watch all the time; like she'll watch in passing. But yeah,
I thought it was a little bit long-winded, but like I said, I like more so the in-person stuff at the end of the show. Like Kenny was being a little prick and called security out, knowing he's like the EVP and whatnot.
yeah, then tried to kill the man.
Yeah, so
Also, kayfabe, right? Kayfabe. If you're the EVP, you are interested in the company making money. So why would you then try to kill half of the main event a week and a half before the show? That's just not good business.
some people get drunk with power. He doesn't know what's good for business. He's just fixated on keeping what he has. So
The high fan says, I don't care about story and creative in wrestling. See, I do. I'm all about the story. The wrestling is always secondary to me. Like when the bell rings, it's like, all right, whatever. To me, it's the lead up and the payoff.
Wrestling's not secondary for me, but they're equal for me. I like equal storyline. I like equal wrestling. So I don't like it leaning one way towards one more so than the other, because like if you have a good lead in, but then the wrestlers are putting in shit that I don't care about in the ring, I'm like, why do I watch this? And then vice versa. Like if you don't have a story going into it, it's just people doing choreography in the ring and whatnot. So I like equal amounts of both.
Well, I got Ospreay.
Yeah, I got Ospreay as well.
Anything happen? Any post match? Anything you think gonna happen? Is it just like Seafluid said? It'll be Ospreay and Wednesday with their newly won titles in the ring with their kid, and it'll go off the air like that. Or do you think another? AEW used to be notorious for like debuts in the big shows at the end.
Yeah, but they hadn't really done it. They hadn't really done it in the stadium since they got to stadiums for All In. They did it, like you said, for All Out, but that was back when they were in the arenas. They hadn't really done it for the stadiums. It's usually been the show just go off with MJF and then Danielson and then Hangman. I was in the building last year for Hangman.
And also, who's left? There's no real big free agents out there that's gonna unless fucking Brock shows up.
That would be egregious. I mean, he's all about chasing the money though, but I don't think we'll see Brock. He's a WWE guy. Yeah, I just think we go off with the pyrotechnics, and hopefully it'll be early enough where we can still get some food after. I doubt it though. We'll have to just eat in the stadium.
The show starts at like 4 or 5. Yeah, it'll be shit open.
We ain't getting out there till like 10 o'clock.
Why you there?
So, but we'll be over there excited, boot to the face over the pond, and it'll be a good time.
We appreciate everybody that's in the chat. It's been a fun, lively chat today. Like I said earlier, please hit the like button and subscribe. And, if you got any friends that like wrestling and want to hear wrestling podcasting, let them know about your boys over at Boot to the Face. We will not be here next week, but I will say follow us on Instagram. I will be posting a lot of our travels and stuff from the show. And we'll probably, I don't know when we'll call it 2 weeks from now, but we may do the show before then.
But stay on abreast on social media. We gotta talk off camera, but we'll see.
Yeah, just follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, shit like that. Appreciate that, Seafood. He says great interview last week. So yeah, next Sunday we'll be in London. So we'll see what goes down, and we'll be at All In, and I'm excited as fuck about that. So you got anything else you want to put out there, EJ?
Make sure stay afloat on the Discord. For anybody that's not on the Discord, who's in the chat, get on the Discord and get on Twitter. That's where we put updates on, and make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube as well. Support the show.
Seafluid says, are you guys posting any pics or clips? Yep. Like I said, follow us on Instagram if you're not. Maybe on TikTok. It's much easier to just post shit on Instagram. So follow us on Instagram. I'll definitely be documenting a whole lot of stuff and probably put something together at the end. The High Fan says, are you doing a show Saturday since Sunday's All In? We will be in London.
Hold on. We'll talk about that off camera. Maybe.
I don't look. I ain't trying to say nothing against people wanting the show to come out. I'll be down for it. We'll talk about it off camera, but more than likely it'd probably have to be Sunday morning if we did, because I got a lot of shit planned on Saturday and Friday. So I don't know when I'd have time to. If we did it, it'd probably have to be Sunday before All In. I'll be free because my girlfriend's going to Harry Potter World, so we'll see. But just follow us on Instagram. Click that boot to the face Linktree. You get all our social medias and shit like that on there. We appreciate y'all wanting to know when the next show is, so we'll do our best to come up with something. Maybe we'll run into Tekla over there and get drunk with her at a bar. Who knows?
Yes, sir.
For EJ Reed, I'm Chris Rucker. This has been another boot to the face. Until next time, peace.